again, the confidence and the performance just keeps rising as the week goes on, and that's a good place to be in.
Definitely, we had a good game out there, a really good solid game. It was our first early morning game, so we had to make sure and be sharp and get up and get ready for the game. And as you say, we came out strong and played the scoreboard really well and came out with a win.
Is that do you guys game plan around other teams, or is it just a matter of your own kind of execution that's primary for you?
A little bit of both. We definitely do look at the opposition and look at who we're playing, and we've got a great support staff behind us that analyse all the opposition during the season, and I guess you try and pick up as many weaknesses as you can and force them onto that if you get the chance. But first things first is making sure ourselves we play well, and if you do get the chance to maybe pop them on one of your weaknesses that you think they're on, then you will do that. But 9 times out of 10 you just make sure yourself plays well, and if you can do that then and fire on the pressure on the others, it's always quite hard for them to keep up. There's still a long way to go. I think you've got to look at the big picture, and we're only kind of halfway through, aren't we? So we've got to make sure and keep going in all different areas, from making sure we rest up, making sure we refuel, making sure we're keeping focused, because it's a long week. It's a long week to try and stay on focus, and especially for me when there's another 3 games going on, I always like to keep an eye on what's happening there. So it's making sure I sometimes give myself a wee slap in the wake up.
That must have been very satisfying to get a win out of the way, and just kind of get the train back on track.
Yeah, I think one of the big things was, we finally got that shot for 4. We've had a couple instances where we've had like the tap for 3 and things like that, and just kind of convert that. So when we kind of converted that, it was like, yes, it's coming together. We're starting to get on the right side of the inch now, that kind of stuff. So yeah, starting to feel like we're building a little. If we can keep building this afternoon, that's what we're looking for.
It's a tricky game in the sense that you have these abilities, and when they just aren't coming through, it must rattle the confidence a little bit now and then. And so how do you as a team deal with that, and what was the attitude coming to the rink this morning?
I think after last night, we just ended up on the wrong side of the inch last night. We were just like, forget it. We're going to start fresh, right? New day, 2 in a row, which was different for us to kind of go back to back. So just go in and just be really crisp. Also pace-wise, that was something we'd really struggled with in the beginning of the week. We really play and execute better when we're faster. So we were like, let's just get going. Even if it's the wrong call, but we make it, doesn't matter, right? You know what I mean? Sometimes if you make it good. But let's just keep clipping along and just believing.
And sometimes with the added benefit that it can put the other team off balance as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're not exactly like going to totally throw you off, but I mean, every once in a while, if sometimes there's no right call, right? Like you could draw here or you could hit and roll there. If someone's making a ton of hit and rolls, throw the hit. So just go with it. Go with our gut.
One of the themes that we've heard from a lot of skips and players this week is patience, and the value of patience, and knowing that it's a long week, and knowing that if you keep executing, good things will happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was reading in the little program, Amber Hall went 7-4, got the silver medal, was right in that final game. So, I mean, lots can happen. It is a very long week, and everybody's beating everybody up out there. So just got to keep in the mix and worry about ourselves.
Well, moving right along, getting closer and closer to the weekend, and very happy with the way the team is performing.
Yes, for sure. We are very happy. This win against Sweden is very important, so we are happy with that.
Are there certain teams that you feel more competitive against, that you need to beat them based on what they've done at recent championships, or do you treat every team the same?
Almost every team the same. You have some teams they are well ranked higher than others, but every team here in this competition is very tough. So we have many games to come that will be also very tough. So
we're past the halfway point. I imagine you still have to keep your focus on this afternoon, but is it tough to not start thinking about the playoffs?
No, we for sure not thinking about the playoffs. We go game for game, and next game is Japan, and we try our best.
All right, mission accomplished. Were you happy with the way the team performed today?
I think I'm so distracted by my own performance that I'm really not sure how everyone else performed, because I didn't make a shot till the 8th end is how it felt. So happy with the result for sure. Chelsea was great today. Need to make it a bit easier on her if we can, though.
Well, and Chelsea has just made everything when she's needed to, and that inspires a lot of confidence up and down the team.
Oh, for sure. And I think we sort of cracked a laugh. I think it was maybe the 4th end. You sort of joked that there was a bit of infighting because it's starting to get a little tense about how much you have to sweep and what the paths are like and all of that fun stuff. So we started, actually the 3 of us on one end just broke down laughing because it's high stress and it's funny.
Well, every now and then you need a moment or two like that too, right?
Yeah, for sure. And it's fun to it's fun to be here, and every time we walk out and the crowd cheers, whether it's Tuesday morning in Swift Current or Sunday night, it gives me tingles every time. And the kids here today from the schools, they were awesome.